All right, are we recording? Man, I hope we're recording. Okay. All right, here we go. All right, you guys, welcome back, my beautiful music makers. You guys are all you guys are amazing out there. Just off the get go, off the top, just want to make sure if you guys want to help support this channel, there's several ways of doing it. I probably have half of you guys that are subscribed to my channel that aren't even subscribed. So if you can, just hit that button and subscribe. Don't be a pansy ass, okay? Also, if you got anything to say it in my comments below. That helps. That helps support the channel. I also have a little like donation tip jar thing. If you guys can, put anything in there, that will help too. So just wanted to get that out of the way. All right, let's go get going here. What are we talking about? I got no clue. I got nothing. No, I got something for you. Let me see here. Matter of fact, what I do have is I got a comment. Oh, quick update, real quick, on my ear. I am not in a good mood. I'm miserable. I'm in slight pain, and I can't hear out of one ear. Yeah, I'm still fucked. So, but good news is I finally found through. I'm getting my primary lined up, but you have to get a referral to get to see a specialist. So that's what I have to do. My son had this. I didn't even know this when I talked to him the other day. He said, yeah, when he had first got married a few years back, he said that I guess he had chronic ear problems and his ear would clog. So he would go in and see a specialist, and this one specialist guy that he was seeing for quite a while, it only happened every couple of years, but he gets to, or maybe a little bit, maybe yearly. But I guess what they have to do is go in and sever your diaphragm. It's not your eardrum exactly. It's the diaphragm that's next to the eardrum. But they put a small, tiny incision, drain the fluid. He said he got instant relief. It opened up. He could hear. And then what they do is they put a little micro tube in there, I guess, to help get air and breathe or maybe drain, I guess, maybe. Because that's what's going. That's what I believe. What's going on is I've got so much backup fluid in there. I'm completely clogged in this ear. So you're asking me, well, how do you perform every Monday over at the Tecca's, the club in town? I think what's going on is I have an ear monitor in my left ear. You're right, and so I I have this ear monitor in there so I can hear my mix. I don't use a wedge anymore. So yeah, and it's up pretty loud, so it overdrives that sound that I get because it's so uncomfortable. It sounds like you're in a 55-gallon drum. It puts you in a bad mood. It's awful. But apparently I've had this going on for a month and a half now. So, and I'm over it. I'm tired of it. So, but the primary that I'm getting pushed the envelope a little bit and got me in quicker to go see a specialist, which is in the same damn building in town. And so I'm going to go see him or her, whoever it is, and get this thing taken care of because I can't. It's nuts. I can't take it anymore. It's nuts. So that out of the way. I got a comment on, I believe, the last post I got, and I just want to read this, partially read this to you to see what's going on. And he wanted to know how I would handle that, and I said, well, that's a great question. So he says, I've been told I need to interact with the audience a little bit more, but every time I do, I get behind on time, and it can get bad because people want to talk forever. They really don't get that you need to play and entertain. Well, you're right about that. So I'm thinking what you're talking about is because you do need interaction, you should. Everybody can interact with the crowd in their own way. Some say few words, but they still interact. Or they might just interact with expressions on their face. Some people because they're glued to you for the most part. Not all of everybody, but a lot of people that are up closer, where they're kind of glued to you to see what's going on. So there's several ways, several levels of um, of interacting with the audience, because they're digging what you're doing, right? So so I'm thinking that he's talking about in between songs when somebody comes up and wants to chit chat. Uh, it's like you just have to tell them, shut up, get the fuck out of here, I'm working. No, don't say that. That's not good. Um, but no, I wouldn't say that. But I would say that, but in a very beautiful way. But yeah, that happens. So I'm assuming you're talking about that, because when you're playing and in between songs, you're going on the next set, you're lining up your drums for the next song. It's good to interact with the audience. But when somebody comes up to the stage, gets a little close into your space, and it happens all the time. So what I do first is I backhand them right upside of the left ear, or their right ear. You just backhand them, and they're like in shock, and they look at you and they say, well, hey man, what are you doing? What are you doing that for? Hey, I'm trying to work here. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to work, and you're interrupting my vibe and my work time. Okay? My boss is going to get mad at me if you're sitting here talking like a Nimrod. Just kidding. Don't worry about that. Don't say that. But, you just do it in a kind way, because usually they're asking about a song or a request or something like that. And and a lot of times too, is if you don't make contact with them too much, because there's always something I'm doing on my board, maybe a little bit, or setting my drums, or I'm looking on the TC Helicon to make sure I'm right on the right effects vocal, or, I'm always doing something, picking my nose, whatever. But, and if you don't make eye contact, they a lot of times they'll get the message, and you answer their questions, but you're not looking at them, so you're just going, yeah, yeah, that's right, yeah, and, whatever. But you just try to be the gentle as possible, because a lot of times these people are kind of fucked up usually, or sometimes sometimes a song that you did hit a chord with them, and sometimes I've had that happen too. They come up and they're emotional, and I get that, I totally get that. Music's a beautiful thing. So, yeah, you just never know. So if it's a case-by-case basis when people come up, just make it short and sweet. Real short and sweet. Say, hey, I love you, but shut up. I got to work. Something like that. I don't know. That's the thing. I think that, when you handle things like that, and handling the audience and people that come up, that comes with time, how to handle people or whatever. And, I think maybe when I first started, people would come up and talk to me, and I go, yeah. And then I forgot I have to play. So, but that was back when I first started maybe doing that. So, but yeah, you got to work. So, but you make it short and sweet, and that's that. So, if any of you guys, I can't think right now, and I'm sure you guys maybe have better ideas on how to handle these situations when they come up in between songs. But I've learned to handle it pretty good, especially if they're drunk or obnoxious. Or I had one guy the other night wanted to come out, hey, I want to play with you. Listen, I can play. And I'm going, I bet you can. And so you just tell them, say, hey, well, listen, this is not a open mic or an open jam kind of situation. But if I'm ever playing at another club in town, anywhere or whatever, it's an open jam, I'd be happy to play with you. Shit like that, You just got to learn the right things to say. Yeah, so that's that on that. What did I say before? Oh, did I tell you that LA is burning? Yeah, it's on fire. I'm looking back and I'm looking and going, oh, you know what that is? That's the Sodom and Gomorrah syndrome that's going on down there. These liberal cities, shit's catching up to them. I'm just saying. Okay, they got shitty morals. They don't believe in our country. They just think about themselves. They don't think about their neighbor or their fellow man or anything like that. They act like they do, and then they want to rely on the government and all that bullshit. And that's how they say it. They say, oh, well, we'll take care of you. We'll give you food stamps and this, that, and the other. And then they want you to rely on the government. Oh, Lord Jesus, what are we going to do, right? But anyway, so let's see. What else does this guy say here? Behind the time, I get behind people. They really don't get that I need to play and entertain. Okay, I get that, and I need to talk more to people. This is what he's saying, but then feel rushed to get get the songs in. Yeah, you shouldn't ever feel rushed. Get the songs in. I mean, there's always interaction with the crowd, which takes a little time. There's always dialing in that adds up. Each song you do, you got to put another drum in or whatever, this, that, and the other. So I would get that out of your head. You're not pressed for time. You're there to entertain. Just make these encounters short and sweet. That's my advice. Just make it short and sweet, how you do it. I get that I need to talk to people, but I feel rushed going in, getting the songs in. Why can't they just leave me alone? Joking, kidding. How do they handle it? Let's see. How do I handle it? Well, there you go. I just told you. The ear thing. I pretty much lost all my hearing in the left ear over the last couple of years. Tried everything. They finally said it was a brain thing. Ugh. Anyway, sorry about that, brother. I hate to hear about that. It really doesn't bother me much on stage. I can control all the volumes, etc. It bothers the shit out of me in a normal conversation, though, when people speak up, girl, or speak clearly, laugh out loud. No problem when playing playing in the studio, on stage, just off stage. I can live with that. Hell, I have to. Okay. All right. And tried all the hearing aids, I guess. He tried all the hearing aids, which is how I discovered that it was brain related. Must have happened in the 70s. Maybe it did. It ain't been the end of the world for me. Actually, it's focused me, and I have a legitimate reason to ignore my brother-in-law. Yay! All right. Oh, dude, I'm so sorry to hear that it's kind of like a permanent thing, and they can't fix that, and I feel bad for you. But I tell you, dude, your attitude rocks. You rock. You keep pushing on. You're a music maker, and you're not letting nothing stop you. So it don't matter what you get or what's thrown at you on this God-given earth. So, yeah, good for you, brother. I'm glad you're just pushing through and you're making it happen. So, like I said, my advice to you is to make it short and sweet. That's all for now. That's all I can think of for now. So, I love you all. You guys all rock. And listen, if you guys have any questions, please leave it in the comments or whatever. And who knows? Maybe I can put it on the next vlog and we can talk about it or whatever. So, goodbye for now. Oh, real quick. I've added a couple of new songs to my set, and I will probably do it. I've got some new camera equipment, so I might end up setting something up in here and do a live thing in here. Obviously, I won't monetize that, but I'll just do a thing. But the new songs I threw in the set, and you guys probably already have these songs in your set. I'm surprised I didn't put them in a long time ago because I love the shit out of these songs. First one is Kenny Rogers, Ruby. Love that song. Also, the other one is, and they're both from the 60s or 70s. The other one is Neil Diamond, Solitary Man. Badass song. Badass song. So a lot of you, like I say, a lot of you guys probably do that. I'm late, late for class on that one. So, but I'm putting them in. I'm gonna make them sound bitchin'. I can let you, and then maybe what I'll do is I'll end up recording, do a vlog on that, and get some levels and see how I can get a good recording on that, so you can see how I do the song. So I've already learned Ruby, but I'm learning Solitary Man right now. So yeah, that's about it. You guys take care of each other. Keep making smiles with your music. I don't care where you play at. Whip out that guitar. If you got family coming over, whip it out. If you're sitting on the couch, whip it out and put a smile on people's faces. I'm telling you, live music soothes souls. That's a fact. And now that we've got, Big Red in office, America's looking up, man. America's looking up. So, yeah. Ciao for now. Take care. Talk to you soon.